Well, that's exactly what has happened. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have given their communications team the boot, blaming them for a series of recent PR humiliations.
She is a malignant narcissist.
Get a job, Meghan. Fake it till you make it.
Shed a tear for poor Meghan Markle. There the delighted Duchess was, all set to steal the King's limelight, and then, suddenly, dramatically, she was stripped of the chance. Damn!
Harry and Meghan are their own worst enemies.
This is a disaster. This is a flop.
Whatever the hell that means, perhaps she'll take solace in her own expanding opportunities.
You're in America now, and we don't give a shit about you.
Unlike for Harry and Meghan, who yet again seem to have axed their entire staff body.
Oh, you are not ready for this bombshell. Get this, a cartoon. Yes, a literal cartoon joke leaks online, and Meghan Markle goes into full-on meltdown mode, like nuclear-level meltdown. Word is, she lost it after South Park came for her in the most savage way imaginable. This wasn't some light jab either. No, they went for the jugular. And what did Meghan do? She pulled the trigger on her whole communications team, gone, wiped, fired like it was The Apprentice, Montecito edition, laptops locked, emails shut down, staff scattered like confetti. These were the very people who defended her every time the media came for her, and now jobless, all because of a cartoon sketch that poked at her precious image. Insiders say Meghan was seeing red. Legal threats? She tried. But when that didn't kill the parody, she went for the next best thing, her own staff. It wasn't just reactionary, it was scorched earth. But here's the gag. It backfired. The second she tried to silence the noise, the spotlight just got bigger, and the next mess that followed, oh, it's next level.
You just can't leave us alone, can you? Oh my God, he's so obsessed with us. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. What matters is what we have on the inside.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
That's right. Nothing says that you're impossible to work for a bit of a ball ache and an axe grinder than constantly cycling through various members of staff like hot dinners.
It has been several months now since our beloved Queen has died. Our Canadians are finding it hard to go on. All Canadians, that is, except for our first guest, the Prince and his wife.
And after the comedy of errors that was American Riviera Orchard and the ongoing chaos of Manic Meg's scam jam car crash as ever, perhaps caution is called for here.
Buckle up because this spiral goes deep. Meghan and Harry didn't just tweak their team. Oh no, they annihilated it. From fresh-faced assistants to high-ranking PR veterans, every single one was out. No warning, no sugarcoating, just total destruction. Staff were blindsided. Like 1 minute they were typing emails, and the next, boom! Access denied. Devices shut down in real time. It was like being ghosted by your own employer. Cold and ruthless. These were the same loyal folks who had spent years protecting Meghan and Harry's public image, spinning every headline, blocking every scandal. But when that South Park episode hit, the mood flipped. It wasn't thanks for everything. It was this is your fault. And Harry, silent, Meghan, fuming. If public opinion was crashing, someone had to take the blame, and it definitely wasn't going to be them. Let's be real. This wasn't power. It was panic. And the cartoon? Oh, honey, that was just the spark. The real explosion, still on the way.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan. Well, we're not.
So it seems to me they're resorting to becoming basically a version of the Royal Kardashians. Way, we can't wait for it.
That's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
It's that mocking, mimicking, disrespectful way that she does everything in her life.
Now here's the juicy secret. The whole meltdown, all of it, sparked by a single cartoon script. Yep, a leaked South Park episode called Respect Our Pregnancy starts floating online, and Meghan, she flips. This parody didn't just poke fun, it went straight for the crown jewels. Her brand, her image, her whole life after royalty thing, roasted. For Meghan, it wasn't comedy. It was a public hit job. Apparently, she watched the sketch and it shattered her. Cartoon Meghan didn't just mock her, it dismantled everything she had carefully built. That control she thought she had, gone. Obliterated by a few animated lines, and that's when everything inside their Montecito mansion turned upside down. Meetings turned to mayhem, staff started fleeing, people were packing up before the episode even dropped. But Meghan wasn't done yet. Oh no. Her next move, totally off the rails.
Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife. I don't care about them either.
So then why do you talk about them all the time?
I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere, in my face.
Yeah, now you're putting them in our face.
Fine, I won't talk about them anymore.
Thank you.
Okay, just one last thing. Did you know the prince? I'm sorry.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Megan. You know, it's Megan now.
And how negative, I mean, how like toxic must this workplace be to burn through so many people and accomplish so little?
People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
Okay, this part is wild. It wasn't the whole episode that sent Meghan into orbit, it was one scene. So there's this clip where cartoon Meghan adjusts what looks like a foam baby bump. And that tiny moment, it goes viral. We're talking wildfire on TikTok, Instagram, X, you name it. People couldn't stop watching, and worse, they were laughing, remixing it, making memes, and oh my god, the memes were brutal. Comment sections? Savage. Everyone from influencers to your nosy neighbor was in on it. And the joke was so simple, yet so destructive that no statement could fight back. This was Meghan's worst nightmare. She couldn't control the narrative. The foam bump scene became the image. It drowned out everything, and no amount of PR magic could put that genie back in the bottle. But Meghan, she wasn't about to take it lying down. Her next move? Total desperation.
I don't care. Don't care.
What the hell? What did he just say? He victimized me! It's because I'm an ethnic woman! He can't do that! I'll say, wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage!
So I went online to see what was new with Uncle Harry and Auntie Meghan, and I couldn't find a thing. I would have thought she'd have at least popped up in a tampon commercial by now.
Uncharacteristically for a self-styled entrepreneur who specializes in copying everyone else, the hotel thing is a relatively fresh idea. But take a tip from me, your ladyship. Don't do it.
And here's where things go full-on panic mode. Meghan sees the clip catching fire and slams the red button. Enter what insiders are now calling blackout hour. Every staff member was pulled into chaos, full damage control. TikTok takedown notices flying out like confetti, emails endless, copyright flags everywhere. They tried to scrub the internet clean, but the internet? Yeah, that's not how it works. By the time they acted, the video had already gone nuclear, and some of her own advisors, they warned her, fair use, the Streisand effect. The harder you try to bury it, the bigger it gets. But Meghan didn't want strategy. She wanted silence, control, erasure. And what she got? A reality check so harsh it sent the whole situation into freefall.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me, because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
Which is, I don't know, launch a Grenfell cookbook, make a podcast, have a series on Netflix, set up a charity. None of that stuff has worked. They've been damn hopeless at everything.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
She's so out of touch. She's so missed the mark, Markle.
And just when Meghan thought her legal team would swoop in and save the day, boom! Cold, hard truth slapped her in the face. She turns to her lawyers expecting some secret weapon, some grand plan to erase the sketch forever, but instead, they hit her with the worst news possible. The parody, it was 100% legal, protected, bulletproof, thanks to US fair use laws, satire like South Park's episode, totally allowed. Her lawyers practically shrugged and said, nothing we can do. No lawsuits, no cease and desists, no miracle fix. Meghan was stunned, fuming. She wanted the sketch gone, yesterday. But instead of results, she got a dead end. And that dead end? Oh, it lit a fire. She didn't calm down. She doubled down. She didn't blame the laws, she blamed her team. If they couldn't stop it from airing, they were useless. In her eyes, someone had to go down for this. And that fallout? Brutal.
You never had a dream when you were a child to be something everyone else said was impossible? Like an astronaut, or prime minister, or masseur?
I wanted to be a princess.
Oh, well, you kind of fucked that up.
Prince Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Here's where everything snapped. According to insiders, Meghan looked around at her crumbling PR bubble and dropped the line that changed everything. If we can't bury the joke, we bury the people who let it breathe. Mic drop. Whether she meant it in frustration or as an actual order, doesn't matter. That's when the purge turned deadly serious. 6 key staff members axed, just like that. No farewell emails, no gentle exit, they were out. We're talking senior spokespeople who had ridden through every media storm with her. Gone. The social media lead who polished every post, every hashtag for years, cut loose without warning. It wasn't a reorganization, it was an execution. Meghan made it clear, if you let her become a global punchline, you were gone. And while the dust settled in Montecito, someone else started backing away, and this next retreat, it shook their empire to the core.
It seriously is driving me crazy. The prince plays drums all day, I don't even think he has a job, and I don't know what the hell she does. Why they even left Canada is beyond me. And she seems to just boss him around and make him do whatever she wants. I mean, why did they even leave Canada and move to South Park anyway?
Lisa Rinna, so nice to see you again.
We've never met.
Oh, why do I feel like I know you?
Well, I've been on TV for 50 years, so maybe it's that.
Well, this is after we were informed that they were hiring this team of 11 and that they were going to try to almost have their own little royal court and craft things differently.
You're not going to believe who started ghosting them next. Netflix. Yes, Netflix. The streaming giant that had thrown millions at Meghan and Harry for content, they quietly hit pause. Behind closed doors, executives were having hush-hush meetings. The term going around, brand volatility index. Translation, this is getting way too messy. Meghan and Harry used to be the power couple of the moment, but now the name Sussex was starting to sound risky. The memes, the firings, the drama, it was becoming too much. Suddenly, Netflix began delaying projects, rethinking how they were going to sell the couple to the public. And behind the scenes, it wasn't about creativity anymore. It was about damage control. Hollywood's golden couple was starting to look like a business liability, but it didn't stop there. Oh no, Hollywood itself started pulling the plug.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
We are screwed.
Wait, what about your ketchup company?
That was a dumb idea.
Then what are we going to do? Can you get another show? I mean, not one that you act on, darling. I know people don't want to hire you for that anymore, but...
Well, HGTV did call my agents last week about us, but at the time, I thought we were too good for them.
I don't think Meghan likes interviewing people. I think she'd prefer to talk about herself.
Things escalated fast. Netflix was just the first domino. Soon, whispers started floating through Hollywood. Big agencies, major brands, luxury labels, they all began stepping back, quietly, swiftly, like they wanted nothing to do with Meghan and Harry anymore. And then came the Cobalt List. Industry insiders know exactly what that is. A discreet list circulated in elite circles. If your name's on it, you're seen as too chaotic, too risky, too hard to manage. Guess who allegedly landed on it? Meghan and Harry. The internal buzzwords were brutal, unstable brand weather, and unnecessary risk. That's Hollywood speak for, we don't want the smoke. Brands that once begged for partnerships were now ghosting calls. Luxury houses, shelving campaigns, Meghan's royal sparkle, fading fast. But the strangest part? Meghan's next move flipped everything on its head.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
The financial outlay involved in establishing a chain of Meg-ins would be astronomical. The wildly ambitious Ms. Markle has got everything to lose. And if she decides to become Celebrity Land's answer to the Hilton, lose everything, she probably will.
Oh, you won't believe how far this mess went. Not long ago, Meghan and Harry were everyone's dream team. Exclusive interviews, massive deals, brands lining up for collabs. But now, they were becoming the example everyone whispered about, as a cautionary tale. After the South Park disaster and the team carnage that followed, their reputation cracked big time. PR firms across the industry started side-eyeing their every move. The word on the street? Too much drama. Not the fun kind that sells shows, the kind that drags you down. Meghan and Harry weren't the inspiring modern royals anymore. They were starting to look like a storm no one wanted to be caught in. People began asking, what is their brand even about anymore? And right as things were looking hopeless, Meghan pulled the wildest move yet.
Playbook. Prince of Canada and his wife moved in across the street from me. They had this huge jet parked in front of my house, and then they kept trying to get me to buy their stupid book.
Why are we so mad today? Because we want our privacy.
Dad, do you have any cash for a cab? Oh, look. Grandma's on the money. I never noticed that before.
I mean, they're basically the same thing, aren't they? But one lot had famous guests, whereas now no one likes us, so they have to have unfamous guests.
Ready for the curveball of the century? Instead of hiding from the South Park scandal, Meghan and Harry decided to chase it. Yup, lean in, full send. They hired a boutique firm, Scops Media, and cooked up something they called Weaponize the Laugh. And the pitch? Bonkers. They wanted to take the sketch, the memes, the jokes, and flip it, remix it, make it theirs. Turn the scandal into edgy, cool branding. Suddenly, the plan was to own the joke, be in on it, use the parody to look self-aware, relevant, relatable. Sounds clever, right? Except the price tag? Insane. Industry folks were floored, like, are they serious? Spending that kind of cash with the brand already on life support? Was this bold genius? Or a Hail Mary before total collapse? But the next step? Even riskier.
There's this horrible spy who lives across the street from us, and we're gonna get him back by changing our brand.
Is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler victim.
That's right.
So now imagine pouring your last big bucks into a risky rebrand while the floor is crumbling beneath you. That's exactly what Meghan and Harry did. Scops Media promised viral magic, to spin the humiliation into cool, trendy content, make memes work for them. But insiders weren't buying it. Luxury brands had already bailed, streaming platforms were stalling. And now this, people weren't seeing brilliance. They were seeing desperation. Even the biggest PR miracles can't erase a firestorm still raging. And this one, oh, it was burning brighter than ever. That agency plan, a high-stakes gamble on a sinking ship. They weren't just risking their public image, they were dangling the last sliver of goodwill they had left. And the public? Yeah, they stopped laughing and started tuning out.
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
We are here because privacy is a basic human right. How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare? Hey, you ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. You two just shut up and go away.
And here's where the whole thing nosedived. Meghan and Harry's once polished power couple image, gone. Completely warped. People used to see them as modern royals, trailblazers. But now, the public started seeing something very different. More reality show, less royalty. The comparisons to the Kardashians? They weren't jokes anymore. They were dead serious. Meghan and Harry weren't being viewed as thoughtful change makers. They looked like influencers drowning in drama. Every move felt clumsy, every project fizzling, the podcast, dead air, the streaming deals, delayed. Their appearances, awkward, off, and borderline painful to watch. Meghan had worked so hard to become this figure of empowerment. But suddenly, she was being clowned in skits, memed to death, and talked about like a soap opera character. And the big question floating around, what even is her brand anymore? People used to respect her hustle. Now, it just looked chaotic. And worse, the very media machine she tried so hard to tame had turned her into its favorite punchline. But even after all of this, the worst was still to come.
Look at this town. There's just something about it. Can we rally him up here and finally have our own privacy? My love, I will do anything for your privacy. Hey! Hey, you! Hey! What are you looking at? You ever heard of privacy?
What?
Here's the final gut punch. This whole disaster, it started with a cartoon script, one joke, one animated scene, and it spiraled into a full-blown identity crisis. Meghan and Harry didn't just lose control of the story, they lost their team, their credibility, and the goodwill of people who used to cheer them on. The South Park parody wasn't just funny, it was devastating. Every time they tried to kill the joke, it came back louder, stronger, meaner. Meghan tried to erase it, bury it, rebrand it, but in doing that, she just made it bigger. She fired staff, tried to pivot the narrative, hired an expensive firm to make the punchline part of her strategy. But nothing stuck. It all felt desperate, forced, messy. What we witnessed wasn't just some celebrity scandal. It was a slow-motion implosion of a brand that never really figured out what it stood for. Now, even with a shiny new PR agency and a meme campaign, the Sussex brand feels shakier than ever. Can they bounce back? Maybe. But right now, they're not leading the narrative. They're clinging to relevance in a storm they helped create. And you better believe this royal roller coaster is far from over. If you're still here, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe, because you know there's more drama coming. You know there's more drama coming.